Hi, I'm Carolyn Beam with Quiltmaker magazine. I'm really excited to share our new exclusive online-only Block of the Month pattern with you. This is Quilty Baskets. It's a 12-month Block of the Month featuring baskets and string piece blocks. Kits are available for the 3 different colorways that we're offering. There's scrappy greens, scrappy blues and yellows, and scrappy browns and reds. They're all available at quiltandsewshop.com. Or if you prefer to use your own fabric, you can also buy the digital pattern on a monthly basis. In this video today, I'm going to show you how to make the basket and a string piece block in part 2 of Quilty Baskets. So the center of this basket has a little piece block here, and you'll notice that the corners on these little patches here all have stitch and flip units. And I wanted to share something with you that I've discovered about stitch and flip. So here's one of the little pieces that goes up here in the corner. And because this is so small, I decided that I didn't need to mark my seam for stitch and flip. I just kind of eyeballed and stitched across. And when I flipped the patch up, I noticed that it doesn't quite come even to a right angle. I've got a little bit of the background showing here, and if you flip it over, you can see that a little bit of my purple extends out on the side. So what I do for something like this is I found it really handy if I just trim away the inside fabric as opposed to cutting away both of the back two fabrics. So I'll just trim away this inner part here, and then you can actually use the background as your guide when you're sewing. Now to make this block, you'll need to make the intersection, little block here, and sew the patches on to complete the bottom half. You'll sew the top half, triangle squares, and you'll sew the squares and triangles together in a row, rows like this. And then you'll sew all the rows together. And then you'll join these two halves, add these two pieces to the sides, and add your triangle to the bottom. All right, so now I'd like to show you how to make one of the string piece sections. Here is the foundation section that I've roughly trimmed out outside of the solid lines. We'll trim it to size when we finish sewing all the strips on. Fold on this line down the middle, crease the fold, and you're going to sew on the reverse side. So we're using the crease that we just made to line the fabric up. So take the first 2 strips of fabric, right sides together, and line them up on the fold, making sure that you extend beyond the top and the bottom of your foundation. Now you want to change your stitch length to about 1.5, so it's a smaller stitch length as you're sewing your 2 pieces onto the paper. This will help with removing the paper at the end. Stitch a 1/4 inch from the edge, and then you're going to flip the patches open and press. From here, you're going to add strips on both sides until the whole foundation is covered. So one thing I'd like to point out, when you get to the very end of your foundation, you're sewing the strips on, you want to use wider strips to make sure that you cover the edges. So once you have strips covering your whole foundation, you'll flip it over and trim on the solid line. So your foundation will look like this. I hope you'll follow along with us and sew along as we make our Quilty Baskets. You can join us on our blog at Quilty Pleasures, or you can watch videos on our YouTube channel. Stay tuned for part 3 next month as we make more baskets and more string piece blocks. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, share it on social media, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for joining me today.